your friendly neighborhood banker here, and we are looking at the Pentagram of Horror, issue 1 of 5 by Black Caravan. This book was written and created by one guy, Marco Fontanili. And just as a warning, this has some spoilers. This book is very mature, for mature audiences only. And God, what an insane book this is. The main character, just a quick synopsis. This guy, it's just a story of a guy who sells his soul to the devil for some talent. We're not exactly sure what it is exactly, but I think it's kind of interesting, but we know it's some type of artistic related thing. But the guy goes through mental, physical, and I would even call metaphysical horror. And this is so crazy that one guy did the art and the writing, because the writing is solid and the art is incredible. I mean, look at this. Even the price is artistic and stylized. Like, that is freaking cool. Let's check it out. So, like I said, the writing is solid. I'm just going to read a bit. What's the price of talent? I have wondered about this for a long, long time. You spend your life loving something, but it seems that it never returns your love. That is very powerful. And so the writing is really good, draws you in. It's nothing like so too flowery or crazy. And God, the colors, the use of colors in this book is genius. There's only like 4 to 5 colors. That includes black and white used throughout this book. But there's so much done with so little. Like, even the way the color and the background choices for just the framing of the paneling, it makes this book very smooth to read. And you can see what I'm talking about with the just simple colors, but God, just look at that. Like, tell me you're not in a comic store, you're going to flip that open, and you're going to be like, what the heck is going on here? You're gonna read it. I mean, look at this. This devil is freaking bananas. Like, you have very classic devil elements, but it's rendered so beautifully. And God, they have this vertical panel of just his eye, so freaking creepy. You know, we get to the part where the guy gets his soul stolen or sold, and look at that. I mean, you have these very ominous red and blacks here, and it contrasts so beautifully with that bright white and blue, because this kind of brightness is kind of rare in the comics. So when it's used very intelligent way, and the way it contrasts with everything else going on is really makes it stand out. I mean, look at that guy. That guy is like, looks like some kind of deranged Dr. Seuss character. Like, you can always imagine him saying, "Oh, I don't like this, Sam I am. I'm not liking these green eggs and ham." Jump forward. And the scenes, the scenery done. I mean, just drink that in for a second. I'm going to just zoom in a bit. Look how freaking unreal that is. This is like deceptively simple, but if you really dig in, you have these like this black and almost like yellow tan background, but it's got these red spatterings, which gives you such a creepy tone. In the way the window is just like hacked and shattered, it's freaking creepy. This vertical panel here, I can't tell you what the hell this is or what this even means, but at least not on an intellectual level, but emotionally, the way everything is set up and the pacing, I feel an emotional impact when I look at this, when you read through the whole thing. And I think anybody who picks this up will as well. And God, there's 2 pages and only 2 words. I swear to you, when I saw this knock knock, I heard that sound in my room. That's how much it captured me in the context of the book. There's only 2 pages and 2 words between those pages. But what an impact those words make, because the mood was set properly. Now check out this $50 page here. Zoom in here. Look at that. There's a Japanese manga artist, I forget his name, but he's known for doing like super creepy horror. This reminds me of that guy's work. I mean, his eyes, it looks like there's tree branches clawing towards like the red hot terror inside this guy's soul. And you contrast that with the devil's eye, which is just this stoic, flat, creepy thing. And God wanted entrance. Creak. What a beautiful silhouette that is. And look at this. I'm going to show you my $100 page. This is a 2-page spread. Let me tell you, when I looked at this, I couldn't even quite figure out what I was looking at. But you know when something's good is when you don't quite understand it, and yet it still makes you want to look at it more. And it's still, like, you know it's awesome even though you don't get it at first. It took me a while to break down everything and the way it's winding around. But I just stared at this for several minutes, and God, it was so freaking cool. So awesome, man. I'm not going to show the ending of this book because it's so grotesque. Like, if you're into body horror, if that's your bag, baby, it's right up your alley. But God, go out and buy this book. I would buy this book as a present. My brother, big horror fan. I went out right after reading this, went back to the store, bought him a copy. I'm like, listen, I'm going to give his copy to him. He might find this out by watching this video, but you guys got to get this. Anybody you know who likes horror, even if they're not a comic fan, a just general horror fan or like Twilight Zone-ish creepy thing, get this book. I already called my comic store. I told them adding this book to my pull list, and that's all I got. Subscribe, like, hit the bell so you get the notifications for the next video, and see you next time.
Thank you for the video view, but don't stop now. Watch a few. And if you like the content, please leave a comment. Do me the favor. Please let me be your neighbor, Hoodbanker.